Greetings, everyone. Rajee Narinesingh here, transgender activist, author, mystic, actress, reality TV personality, and Democrat. Well, what do you expect? I'm a transgender, multiracial woman of color, okay? So I'm coming to you from my very humble home here in South Florida, USA. And what would you say would be the thing that would make a Republican start to act like a Democrat? Hmm. Can anyone say coronavirus? Oh my goodness. Anytime here in America that you have something that's impacting older, white, conservative, Republican men in a detrimental way, shit's gonna happen, honey. Stuff will get done, okay? Now, no offense to Republicans. I have friends that are Republicans, and actually a few trans friends that are Republican. That's a whole nother story and a whole nother video. But I do. So no offense to the Republicans out there, but a friend of mine and I were talking the other day. Shout out to Bernard Chip Jackson out of Philadelphia, PA, here in the USA. Oh my goodness. And he made the comment to me, isn't it interesting how like the Republicans are starting to act like Democrats? And I was like, oh my God. I thought it was the funniest thing. And then I started to think about different things, and it's been on my mind, so I had to do a video about it. But yesterday, Trump, he asked Congress for, I think it was $2.1 billion to help in this whole coronavirus situation here in this country. And then they're talking about extending benefits for unemployment for people that have to be out of work, and also waiving fees for the testing, the kits and all for getting tested for coronavirus. Can anyone say universal health care? I'm just saying. My God, we have like really, oh my God, like countries in the world that do it, like England and Canada, like you don't see them falling apart. But anyway, that's a whole nother video too. So yeah, I started to think about these things. And listen, all joking aside, in a seriousness of this situation, in the seriousness of the situation, these things really do need to happen. But it's funny to me how like a lot of these Republicans walking around talking about less government, no, it needs to be less government, and less benefits for people. If you get out there and you pull yourself up by your bootstrap and you work hard, everyone could just make it happen. And guess what? Life ain't like that for everybody. Life is not like that. Life isn't fair. People are not born on the same equal playing field. It's a thing called equity, not equality. That's one thing. But I'm talking about equity. And equity means that everyone would be on the same equal footing. That is just not how life is. People are born with into situations that doesn't allow for that. And let's say everyone was. Let's say we were all born on an equal footing, on the same level. Shit happens in life. Life happens. People are in accidents. They become disabled. People come down with illnesses, all sorts of things. So it's just not the way life is. Now, don't get me wrong. I am a firm believer in hard work. Like from a teenager, I was working, and I've worked hard most of my life. All right. So, and I've seen great results from hard work. So I'm a believer in that. But I'm just saying that sometimes there are situations that it's just not fair for a person. They go out there and no matter how hard they work, the doors are not opening like they'd be opening for someone else. And it could be for all sorts of reasons, whether it's skin color, race or class or family status or religion. I mean, if you look around the world, there's so many examples of people, because of whatever reason, are discriminated against, and they don't have the equal opportunities that other people in that particular society has. So, it's a reality. It is. And, I'm not one, like, I don't believe, you just sit on your ass and, scratch your tits or whatever. and and want the government throwing money at you. But the reality is sometimes people need help, assistance, and so actually, I don't care who you are, what you have, where you come from, the money in your bank account, your race, your religion. Everyone in this life, somewhere along the way, needs help. They need a helping hand, whether it's financial or in other ways. It, if it hasn't happened to you yet, it will. You will need to ask for help from somebody. There'll be some sort of situation. And I think that, that's what this whole coronavirus is supposed to teach us as a human race, because no matter who you are, it can, you can be affected by it. Doesn't matter how much money you have in your account, or the color of your skin, or your religion, or where you're from, who you are. And it's really a global thing. It's affecting the entire world. So we're all in this together. We are. And I think some people walk around with blinders on, because if you really take a look at the world and you look around, you can see the point that I'm trying to make. Here in this country, in America, you know, there is a thing called systematic racism. It exists. When you have a country that was built on slavery, I mean, it's just the reality. Now, I know there's white folks out there that are going to be like, oh my God, here we go again with the race thing and slavery and all of that. But it is a reality. Now, listen, like I said, I am a firm believer in hard work, and I've seen great results in my life because of it. But, you know, it is, or there are situations where it comes into play. I mean, this is an example. If I walk in as a multiracial transgender woman of color with a resume, I have a resume, and I go for a particular job, and I meet the qualifications, and let's say a young 20 something white American guy walks in, good looking, just out of college, and he has the qualifications for the job. Who do you think is going to probably get that job? I'm just saying, really. Who do you think? 9 out of 10, right? It's going to be him. Yeah. Now, listen, if Barack Obama, he's mulatto or biracial. His mom was white, his dad was black. If he walked around screaming racism all the time, and with the mentality that like he's a man of color and he's not going to get anywhere in this life, he wouldn't have become president of the United States of America. So yes, I agree, hard work pays off. But the whole point I'm trying to make in this particular video is that there comes a time where we as human beings, no matter if it's me, this transgender multiracial woman of color doing this video in her humble home here in South Florida, USA, or it's some millionaire, up on Wall Street somewhere, we're all connected. And it's things like this coronavirus that reminds us of that. Anyway, on that note, I just hope that everyone out there stays safe. And my prayer is, I pray to God that this coronavirus thing will die down more sooner than later. Oh my goodness. Love, peace, and blessings to everyone.